Hey, what's up, y'all? This Danielson from Charleston, South Carolina, United States. I got a review for you today of a really beautiful fragrance that I have that I would like to tell you about. It is, let's try to get that in there. Armaf Shades Blue. This is a clone or an interpretation of Bleu de Chanel. Now, I don't own Bleu de Chanel, but I have had samples of it, and not the EDT, but I've had samples of the EDP, the Eau de Parfume, and I compared these side by side, and this is pretty much right on the dot. There is a little bit of similarities, but it's pretty damn close. Um, I compared these side by side, one on each arm, this one on one arm and the Bleu de Chanel EDP on the other, and the opening was a little bit different. The opening on the EDP Bleu de Chanel was a little bit more smooth. This was a little bit more. Now, when I say this, I don't mean this is a synthetic fragrance. I'm just talking about the comparison between Bleu de Chanel and this. This had just a tiny bit more synthetic opening to me, and this was a little bit more aggressive or loud than the Bleu de Chanel. The Bleu de Chanel was a little bit more smooth, but after that, after the opening, they were pretty much dead on, for the whole time. As a matter of fact, I put them on exactly at the same time, and after about 4.5, 5 hours, the Bleu de Chanel, it like died after about 5 hours. It went from, you know, um, it just sort of puckered out, and this kept going. This is, to me, on my skin, is 6 or 7 hours. But something happened to me. I put this on. I always wear my fragrances like anywhere from like 4 or 5 hours to 24 hours before I do a review, and I always take notes when I wear it before I do a review. Always take notes. I'll put it on and like smell it and think about it and start taking notes. And I did that last night, and I went to sleep, and I got up this morning and I was like, okay, it's a skin scent, I'll take a shower and put it back on. But actually, after I started moving around, I started getting whiffs of this after like 9 hours. And I'm not saying this is going to last like 9 or 10 hours, but for some reason, I walked through to the kitchen, and when I was coming back and I smelled this, and it wasn't on my clothes, it was just on my arms. That's what I did last night. So I don't know why I was getting good whiffs from this, but damn, this stuff is a better performer than Bleu de Chanel EDP on my skin, in my opinion. 6, 7 hours, and I got up this morning, like I said, after 9 hours, and I got like a whiff or two of it. So this outperforms Bleu de Chanel. And I'm not trying to talk trash about Bleu de Chanel EDP. That is a magnificent fragrance. I love that fragrance. But this is right up there with it as far as I'm concerned for the fraction of the cost. I don't know how much Bleu de Chanel EDP is going for, probably right around $200. This is pretty damn close to Bleu de Chanel EDP for $19 for the same size, and it performs better. So it's up to you to make a decision on which one you want, you know. But as far as the bottle, I don't like the bottle. I don't care for the bottle, and that's not really important anyway because I could care less about the bottle. But I know a lot of y'all want to know about, the presentation and everything, but I don't like it myself. I don't like the cap. I think it looks a little bit cheesy, but it's just plastic, which is okay. I mean, they can't make a very expensive bottle and very nice fragrance for 19 bucks and make that much money. As far as the sprayer, I think the sprayer sucks, to be honest. I don't like the sprayer. It works, but it just, I don't know, it's just a sucky sprayer as far as I'm concerned. But to me, the best way I can describe it is in accords and not notes. I did write the accords down, or the notes down, but I can explain this better to you from the accords I got from it. This is extremely aquatic, extremely fresh, citrusy, clean, blue, fruity, and floral. And what I mean by blue is sometimes I'll smell a fragrance and smell a color. I know that don't make sense, but a lot of people might get it and a lot of people might not get that. When I smell certain fragrances, I like feel it in color, or see it or smell it in color. Sometimes brown, sometimes green, sometimes blue. This is a blue fragrance to me. This is extremely aquatic and just fresh and fruity. It's very, very, very appealing to me. I wrote down the notes. I don't know what the notes are, but I took notes last night and today. I'll tell you what I think the notes are, to me, in my opinion. First thing I smell, it's an okay sprayer, but aquatic. Very, very nice, pleasing, aquatic with, to me, I get sea salt, fresh sea air, linen. I think it's apple, ginger, sage, rosemary, water notes, and green notes. That's what I think the top notes are. It's just a really beautiful smell. And to me, the heart notes and base notes, to me, in my personal experience, are patchouli, cedar, sandalwood, amber, musk, and I think there's oak moss in here. But it's extremely aquatic and fresh and very, very pleasing to me. And I was thinking this morning, I was like, this reminds me of something. And I went through all my collection and I found out what it reminded me of. This is a combination to me of Nautica Voyage and another Aventus clone. This is an Aventus clone. Insurrection 2 Pure. So it's a combination of Nautica Voyage and Aventus to me. And this is a damn good clone. There's another Aventus clone that I have, and this is loved in the fragrance community. Club Intense Man. This is a marvelous fragrance. But you know something? I might do a review on this, on why Insurrection 2 Pure, both Aventus clones, Club Intense Man, I actually prefer this. I really do. I'm being honest, I'm being truthful. I would pick this over Intense Man any day. I really would. This is a very, very cool fragrance. And I'll actually make a video why I feel that way. But if you want a really aquatic, fresh, clean, apple, fruity, cedarwood, sandalwood fragrance that outperforms Bleu de Chanel EDP on me and a fraction of the price, you need to get your hands on this. This is 19 bucks. I mean, good damn fragrance. And as far as like longevity, 6 and 7 hours, except this morning when I got up, I could get whiffs of it after 9 hours. I'm not saying it's going to last 9 hours or 10 hours, but I got whiffs of it after I got up this morning and was walking around. But this is 6 to 7 hours. Blue Day Chanel on me was like 5, maybe, when I compared the two. But damn good fragrance. This isn't as good as Blue Day Chanel in the first 20 minutes, but after that, it's dead on with Blue Day Chanel EDP. So you can make up your decision on if you want to get it or not. And I'll put all the links, about Sterling Parfume, which is this is actually Armaf Sterling Parfume, owned by a family in Saudi Arabia. The family is in Saudi Arabia, but I think a lot of Armafs are actually made in France. But I'll put the family that owns Sterling and Armaf in the description, and I'll put Sterling Parfume maybe in a link in the description so you can read about them. But Armaf is a very cool company. They make some original stuff too, not just clones. But anyway, get it. All right, later y'all. Bye.